In this video, we're going to be going over 6 ways that you can tell if your watch is fake. Welcome back to the Chisholm Hunter channel. My name is Harrison, as always. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And that little bell icon. Get notifications when watch stuff happens. Let's begin with point number 6, and this is probably the most common tell or common trait of a fake or replica watch. It's the font that they use. Now in this image, we have a genuine Rolex model. In this image, we have a fake Rolex model. Now, as you can see side by side, one has really dodgy font and the other has genuine font. One thing that replica or fake watches seem to get wrong is the detail. And it makes sense because they are cheap. They are fakes. So watch out for the font. The next point coming in at number 5, and yes, I know what you guys are gonna say. You're gonna say, Harrison, we knew that. Harrison, that's really obvious, but you would be so surprised at how many watches I see online that have fake spelling. Rolex, or Roly, or Rolexo, that kind of stuff genuinely happens. Fake spelling, fake branding is something that you need to look for. For example, look at the Rolex crown. Is it a genuine Rolex crown or does it have one too many peaks? Is the Rolex name spelt right? Is Swiss at the bottom of the watch? Just to caveat that a little bit, guys, I know that whenever anyone talks about fake watches, it's normally a fake Rolex, but fakes and replicas hit every angle, every piece of the watch industry, unfortunately. I've literally seen people buy a G-Shock Golfmaster, even though the real one is a Golfmaster. They've spelt golf or golf as golf and nobody notices. And they buy the G-Shock thinking it's real. It's a shame. Next on the list, coming in at number 4, and again, this might seem very obvious, but a lot of people get it wrong. And in fact, there are now super clones going around that would fool even me, even Nico Leonard, even your watch experts that you love. These clones, these fakes are so good that they're really convincing. And that's why quality is so important. Look at the finishing, open up the case back, look at the movement, look at the intricacies of the watch, and also look at the paint. Has it begun to peel yet? If you have it under a loupe, under a microscope, how does it look? How does it compare to a genuine model? Quality is so important. And that goes throughout the spectrum of watches, all the way from Patek Philippe, super complicated watches, to the Casio F91W. Yes, that's a £10 watch, and it still has fakes. Next up is face, and this kind of goes hand in hand with quality, but there is a way to quickly identify fake watches, fake Rolexes, Omegas, whatever you want to call it. And it is the glass. Normally on luxury watches that have a high price point, they use sapphire crystal glass. And this sapphire crystal glass is pretty good. You can see through it, and when you sheen it in the light, it doesn't give you a green tint, so to speak. But mineral glass, which is what a lot of these watches use, fake watches use, gives you a kind of green tint in the light. So reflect it in the light, see how it looks in different settings, different lights, outdoors or in artificial light. And that should give you kind of a good indication. Next up at number 2, we have the bracelet. And this is actually, believe it or not, story time. This is how I identified a fake watch when it came into myself. We were looking at buying a watch and a fake watch came in. The head of the watch had me fooled, but the bracelet did not. If the bracelet quality feels in any way, shape or form different from what a genuine watch feels like, the odds are it's probably fake or it's an aftermarket bracelet. And this is actually a big problem because people create models that they want to see using aftermarket parts or buying in different parts and switching everything up. So just take extra care when looking at that bracelet. Check the quality, check the links, check the logo on the bottom of the bracelet if it has one, and just double check everything. Actually, on that note, double check the spring bars as well. What you find in fakes is they rust really, really easily. That doesn't happen in genuine models. The next point, the final point, and this one is one that I'm really excited about because it gets a lot of these fake guys. It catches them out. And I'm totally against fake watches. I don't think they should be fake stuff in the world. I think that devalues the real stuff. But that's just my opinion. It is the laser etching on the glass. Now, a common example of this is what Rolex do. They etch the Rolex crown on the glass. Now, it isn't just Rolex that does that, it is a lot of brands, but a lot of the time, the quality of the etching or the etching just isn't there on the fakes. And that's a huge, easy way to identify a fake watch. Now, this video isn't just about Rolex. This can be applied throughout the watch industry. However, we probably are going to get a fake Rolex in. Do a little side by side. So if you want to see that, hit that subscribe button. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. I have been getting this question a ton on the Chisholm Hunter Watches Instagram page, and that's why I wanted to just come out and make a general video, not just a Rolex video, but a general video about how you can tell if a watch is fake. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. And Harrison, why am I referring to myself in the... I'll see you soon.